Rob starts switching to a Kimura configuration, but controlling the wrists. And finishes with a wrist lock that Kyle Terra showed us. So here, Joe's going to reach up with his hand. And this is the mistake that gets made. Grabbing too low, and now Rob's going to be able to use his forearm to access his fingers. You can see how Joe's fingers are slightly bent back. Rob's going to basically keep his wrist in this compromised position. Rob gable grips to just fully break the grip and gets a grip with his left hand on Joe's pinky with the underhook. He's going to reinforce that with his other hand now. So now to create a better angle, Rob's going to reset the position, butterfly hook the left leg, withdraw the right leg so that he can move his hips and sit back down into a armbar position. He's going to brace Joe's elbow into his hip, and he's going to access the wrist and fingers as a lever so that he can create a force vector by pulling in. This is going to put tremendous force into Joe's wrist. Rob lays back to De La Riva guard, and Joe immediately looks to frame and shed that hook. Keeps his hand there the whole time to stop Rob from being able to reestablish De La Riva. Rob's going to sit up, and Joe's head is too low to Rob's shoulder line, so Rob's able to overhead grip the guillotine. Clasps his hands together, presses Joe onto his back, and uses his legs to get to vegan style mount and be able to finish the choke. Establishes 2-on-1 control, shin across the bicep, hips up, gets the triangle. So here, moves to 2-on-1 control, framing Joe's hip with his right leg, uses it to generate base and hip off to the side. Shin across Joe's bicep. So now Rob has a frame that he's able to drive into Joe, and it makes it very difficult for Joe to actually move his arm. Rob's now going to base off of Joe's hip with his right leg to hip up and lock the triangle control. Joe does a good job immediately posting up onto his feet and driving into Rob, preventing Rob from being able to get his hips to the other side to finish the triangle successfully. Rob switches to a Kimura grip, opens his legs to change his hip angle so he can drive his leg into the back of Joe's head. Rolls Joe forward. Tightens up the triangle control. Accesses the end of the lever by grabbing Joe's fingers to finish the armbar. So Rob doesn't have the right angle right now, so before releasing his legs, Rob's going to create a placeholder by establishing Kimura control. With lever-based rotational control, he can now let go of his legs without the fear of Joe being able to escape. Shifts his hip angle. So now he can drive, this line is the back of Joe's head. He can now drive his quad into the back of Joe, which is going to break Joe's posture and curl his neck forward. This is uncomfortable. Forces Joe to have to raise his hips and roll forward. Rob immediately hips out to the side, tightens up the triangle control. When he sees that Joe is still very strong from here, he's going to reach with his right hand to grab Joe's fingers, break the grip, access the end of the lever, and finish with an armbar.